Like, I did some independent films with Master P, and a lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious, I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.
All right, what up? Welcome back to the program. Welcome to the show, man. Good to see y'all. Welcome to Let's Go Live with Lamont King. My name is Lamont King, and you are now live. Let's go. We made it. Could have gone the other way, but it went this way, so be glad in it. Let's rejoice and be glad in it. Remember them days? Remember when you used to go to church? Remember what church was? Now church is a Zoom. The upper Zoom when Jesus. The upper Zoom. That's where I'm going. Shit. Let him shoot me. Hey man. Good to see y'all. First time viewers, welcome to the program. We do this each and every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern time. Shout out to everybody on the West Coast and worldwide watching. We are broadcasting live from the brand new renovated Drunken Fruit Studios.
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad efficient.
Salute. And they're one of our longest running partners, so make sure you check them out. Also, download the Humor Mill app. That water be crispy. The Humor Mill app. You can catch the show live on Live Comedy TV. Get some more. Good to see y'all. Peanut Gallery, welcome in. And as always, our executive producer, Mr. Clarkson, shout out to you. If you see something, share something, man. When the video comes up in your timeline, just hit repost, hit share. Make sure it's public so everybody can see it. We want to get these numbers up. Hey, remember when we first started? For those of y'all who've been around for the since the day ones, if you will, we were trying to get to. I was at like 750 on YouTube because once you get 1,000 subscribers, you can do some different things with your channel. So I was at 750 when we first started. We're at about 930. So salute to that. We're moving. All right. Lot to get into today. Not really. Mahalia. Who's that? Tehran, what's up? John Watson from All Fun and Games. Let's Go Live on Fridays. And Yvonne Marie, what's up? Brother Kemet, good to see you. And as always, hey, it's a good deal. Good situation. Real quick, before we do that, because we got a guest coming in too shortly. I was thinking about something today. I wrote this on my socials. You know, life is so abnormal. It's not the new normal, it's abnormal. And I was thinking about food, of course. And how we eat, even how we eat. Remember when you left the house, right? When you were bored, or you absolutely, depending on your age bracket and your tax bracket for that matter, but if you're absolutely bored, what's the first thing you would do when you didn't want to do whatever it is that you were doing. Either go sit down, have a bite to eat, or and socialize, or go to the bar and have a drink. Right? All that's gone for most of us. There's still some people out there doing it, but good luck to them. But going out to eat, probably one of the biggest changes in the quarantine for many of us. And it made me think, like, recently we just started going back out to select places, you know what I mean? Places that had outdoor dining, or places we knew were super thin, to go eat recently, sit down and eat, just some semblance of what it used to be like. And it's wild because I went to what used to be one of my favorite spots and had one of my what used to be favorite entrees, and the entree was like super average. Or it presented as super average. And the reason why it was super average is because we've been in the house so long that I've literally tried to make everything that I used to go out and get. And so now when I went and got it, my shit tastes better. Like real life. And I ain't talking about no weak attempt or run a pass at it. I'm talking about, you know, the secret ingredients that they thought was secret, that's just on when I did my Googles and went on YouTube. The specific recipe that the restaurant uses, you know, they think they make you think it's some signature shit, and it ain't. And I make it better. I'm talking about that gourmet, that top shelf, top notch. You know, you go somewhere because you like the way that they give you the salmon with the crispy burnt skin on it, right? And you used to go there just for that, because who among you is going to do the salmon with the crispy burnt skin? And then the quarantine sit your ass down for 4 months, and then you learn how to do the salmon with the crispy burnt skin, and then you go back out there and go get it, and it's like, what the fuck is this? What is y'all doing? What is y'all doing? What is y'all forgot how to use your ovens? Like, I literally can make this at home better for a quarter of the price. So that's been the thing. Now the challenge, you know, how it used to be, the challenge was find experience, because that's what we do. Black people in this area, at least people I know, you know, most of the conversations, 60% of the conversations is trying to outdo each other on the best places to eat. So now you got to start over. You got to redo it. Now the competition is, you know, trying to find the place that at least makes it as good as you make it. Remember back in the day, it's like, it ain't good as my grandmother's. It ain't as good as my mama's. Like, now we really can say that because we've been at home practicing for 6 straight months. Now I go somewhere and be like, yo, it's this isn't good as mine. Like, these ketchup packets are trash. These Heinz ketchup packets, because while you bullshitting, I've been growing tomatoes in the windowsill and mashing them up and going to get the tree sap for the syrup. You know, instead of that corn syrup, I got the tree sap and the tomatoes, and I dry my own salt, and I make my own ketchup at the crib and pack it in my own gluten-free, eco-friendly aluminum packs. And these ketchup packs are trash. Like, now I go everywhere and everything is trash compared to the shit I do at the crib. Am I the only one? Is that just me? Is there one? True story. But that was funny. But anyway, all right, moving on. The DNC, I see y'all getting it going. What up, Ed? Hey, Ed, so you want to call on the phone, or you want to? Let me email Ed. I got to get Ed in here. I'm going to send you the link. Check your email. If you want to get on, because, you know, you never know where you at. You be out in the streets running errands. Or you can just call me. Just call me, Ed. I'll send you the link. Hold on. So, yeah, so moving on. The DNC, I know you, we out there, we in that heavy. You watching that heavy. Yesterday, I missed it. I heard Billy Clint spoke, and he's the one person I didn't want to see, so I'm glad I missed it. I think we need to, as a people, I understand the optics. We need to let them go, man. Let the Clintons go. They had their time. I feel like they done enough harm in the public eye, man. Let them go. Let them go rest. First of all, Billy Clinton, man, he chose poorly. I don't know. You remember in Indiana Jones in the Last Crusade at the end when the dude was choosing the Holy Grail, and they said, "Make you choose wisely," and he drunk out the wrong shit and aged to like 1,000-year-old man, and then instantly died. And he was like, he chose poorly. Yeah, that's Billy Clinton. 116 years old in the face. Ain't seen sun since the sun was out. Ridiculous. How they still caught that man out there like that. My old lady said, look like raw chicken. What is you doing, Bill? And they say the same shit over and over. Hold on, Ed. I just sent you the email. So jump in when or call, either or. Oh, Ed said send me. I got it. All right. Oh, there you go. Raw chicken. That's funny. We got a viewer on Twitch. All right, hold up. Groundbreaking shit right here, A-Dog. Hey, hold fast, A-Dog. I still have not figured out Twitch yet. But here's the number to call if you want to jump in and just jump in on the conversation or share your experience about anything. We had room for one caller on Let's Go Live. So, but I appreciate you jumping in on the show. So yeah, we're gonna figure this Twitch thing out. I see like 3 people on Twitch. Oh, wait a minute. Something happened? Did we spend money on ads this week? Craziness. All right, this is what we're gonna talk about though. So we're talking about this Cardi B meeting, sitting down with Joe Biden. I need y'all opinion on this. Because it's kind of 50-50, man. I've been getting some feedback, and it's kind of split down the middle, just like everything else. We're in that age where, we don't really agree on nothing no more. And everything is like 50-50. You can't get a consensus on shit. And, but this one I thought was interesting. WAP really was polarizing. It really set us off on one. And we argued that shit out for about 72 hours. And now when I seen this, I was like, wow, out of all the people Joe Biden could have sat down with, I respect the angle and what he's trying to do, and I guess reach a target audience. But you don't go to her first. I don't think you go to her first. I'm not saying don't go to her, but I don't know about first though. Like I know she hot 91 million streams with the video last week, and you coming off the strength of that, the momentum. But as you get into the week of the DNC, I don't know if you go to her first though, Joe. I don't know about first. All right, we're gonna rap a little bit about that. But meanwhile, I'm gonna bring my man in real quick. Make some noise for Eddie Bryant, ladies and gentlemen. What's good with you?
What up, Slim?
Hey, man.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. You in the
yeah.
were you in the pantry?
Okay,
Like you
cool,
in the pantry.
cool. Yeah. Now you was in your closet. It inspired me to go sit in the corner. So I'm in the corner. I'm in the corner studio, broadcasting from the corner studio.
All right. That joke look like the snack pantry, my dude. How you been though?
Nah, I'm good, Slim. I'm good. Growing this bush out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to get my life together.
I see. Now you on the computer? You on the computer or the phone?
Computer. I'm on the computer.
All right.
Should I
make sure you got all?
do it on the phone?
Just want to make sure you got. No, absolutely not. Just want to make sure you got all your G's, your 5 G's and all that, because we be, it'd be a thing sometimes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. No. The last time it was crazy.
All right. So last we talked.
It's a little.
It's a little what? Is it a delay? Can you hear?
It's a little choppy.
Okay. No, we should
delay.
All right.
All right, I'm good. We should be good.
All right, thumbs up in the chat if y'all can see him. All right, so yeah, man, just to get right to it, internationally traveled comedian, Blase Blah, DC's finest, moving that merch in the street. That's what we seen you last time, selling socks in your comedy album. News of the day. Oh, you got them. All right, you got them. All right, you got a new, because I remember you had sold out.
Yep. Had to get another set, so back out here.
All right, we're We're gonna put the information in at EddieBryanShows.com. He's selling designer custom made socks, and with the purchase of the socks, you get his latest comedy album, which is hilarious. So that's the thing. You know, we all out here selling out units out to Trump. So black owned business. You know what I mean? All right.
You know what I mean?
All right, so look. News of the day.
So yeah.
News of the day. Oh, you got the shirts too. The shirts with the same image.
Okay.
Oh, you winning.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what's up.
Oh yeah. Trying to get it together. So
all right. Yeah.
So what's problem? What's up with the news? What's up with it?
So news of the day. All right, Joe Biden, right, sat down with Cardi B. And the discussion is why her? Why not somebody else? And I seen a lot of women really, still on that feminism empowerment tip. Was like, why not? You know what I mean? Go ahead.
I'm with them. Why not her? She's qualified. She's been working she's been a public servant for a long time. She knows law and order, so she can't say she's not going to be tough on, crime or what have you.
Wait.
She's qualified. I think it's time.
Wait.
Just move forward.
Hold up. This delay got us, man. Cardi B, man. Cardi B, not Kamala Harris. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
We were talking about Kamala.
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
Nah. Yeah, let's watch a little bit.
And moisturizes with
We're gonna watch a little bit.
Dove Men Plus Care 3 in 1 bar.
All right, here we go.
Oh snap!
How you doing?
Hi, Biden. How are you?
How are you? The name's Joe.
Well, hello there, Joe.
As a matter of fact, why don't you meet my daughter, the love of my life, the life of my love. She's a fan of yours.
Hi, how are you?
This is Ashley.
Good. How you doing?
You know the nickname she gave her father when she was growing up? She called me Joey B. So we may be related or something.
Yep, Cardi B and Joey B. I'm a huge fan. I just wanted to say hi.
How you doing? I feel so crazy because I feel like I'm a little bit late. But Biden, let me tell you something. When you have kids my age, like the one my age, 2 years old, your schedule never go as planned. You know what I'm saying?
You're telling me? I got 4 kids, 5 grandkids. Come on. I understand about kids. The most important thing in the world, they come first.
Yes, definitely. Always. My kid come first. Period.
Keep it that way.
So, Joe, I heard you got some questions for me.
Oh, I do have some questions for you. First of all, I want to congratulate you. The cover of, I tell you, that's pretty good. That's pretty big time. Number one, doesn't surprise me. You're on the cover. But number two, thanks for your generosity dealing with people who are suffering from COVID. There's so many people who needlessly are in trouble, who are needlessly have died when they didn't have to, if we had taken the precautions we needed to. And thank you. You have a generous heart. You have a generous heart.
So maybe she is a public
And
servant.
what I wanted to know was, tell me what's your main interest in terms of this election?
I have a whole list of things that I want and I wish and I desire for our next president to do for us. But first thing first, let me give it a buck. I just want Trump out. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like his mouth gets us in trouble so much. I don't want to be lied to. I don't want, we're dealing with a pandemic right now, right? And I just want answers. I want to know when this is over. I want to go back to my job. I want to be able to go outside. I want to be able not to feel like I'm trapped in my home. But I don't want somebody to lie to me and tell me that it's okay to go outside. It's okay not to wear a mask. That everything is going to be okay. No, I want like a timeline of when things are going to get better. I want a president to tell me what are the steps for us to get better besides, taking precautions, like with our masks and quarantining. I need somebody to tell me, like, this is going to be over when we find this cure. This is why it's taking so long. This is why other countries are doing better than ours when it comes to this pandemic. I need somebody to tell me the truth, the hardcore truth. And also, I, of course, want free Medicare. And this is why it's important to have free Medicare, because look what's happening right now. You see why we should have been have free Medicare for a long time. I, of course, think that we need free college education.
Okay.
That's second. And I want Black people to stop getting killed. And no justice for it. I'm tired of it. I just want more stricter laws that is fair to Black citizens. And, you know, it's fair for cops too. If you kill somebody that doesn't have a weapon on them, you go to jail. You know what? If I kill somebody, I gotta go to jail. You gotta go to jail too.
I want to see what Joe says. I want to see what Joe does.
That's all I want. And it's so sad that a pandemic has to happen so people could open their eyes on seeing what type of person are they dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you're really confusing the people. Like, one day you're telling them that this is nothing, that people need to stop getting tested because they're going to get it anyways. Next thing you know, you have a mask in your face, and you're really playing games, not with us, not the wokes. You're playing games with the people that support you. All of this has to happen, this crazy stuff that has to happen, so they could open their eyes for the past 4 years.
Well, it doesn't have to happen. For example, in 2016, if 18 to 23 or 4-year-olds have voted in the same percentage as the rest of the population, we would have had Hillary Clinton, not him. The vote matters. That's why you keep talking to people about the need to vote. The vote matters. It matters a great deal. And so,
all right, we're gonna pause that real quick. So that's a conversation. Bring you back. I'm bring Ed back. Ed, all right. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Ed, can you hear me? Oh man, this is funny. I told him just call me, but yeah. So Ed, can you hear me? Like, what are you looking at? I'm talking directly to you. Can you hear me? Hey Ed, just call me, man. Just call me. We're gonna get Ed squared away. Man, that's the funniest shit I've seen all day. But Biden's face is priceless. So I was, trying to read the body language, and it was just, he didn't have his headphones on. Is it because you didn't have your headphones on? Can you hear me? No, keep going.
I can't hear you.
Keep your headphones on. Hey man. Your G's. Oh shit. Hey, call me. Just call me, Ed. All right. So I was looking at the body language of Biden, and this was a good setup. As I watch it, I can see what they were going for, and I can appreciate it more. I gotta admit, I wasn't. I'm gonna call this dude. I can admit, I wasn't really. I didn't watch the whole thing. 16 minutes long, and hold on. We're gonna get Ed squished away. Yo,
hey, what up, Home? What up, Home?
What's up, man? Man,
what's going on?
Oh man, your G's, man. Your G's is what's going on. All right. So anyway, did you get a chance to watch this at all?
Yeah, I saw the interview.
Okay, you saw the full thing.
Yeah.
All right. So your immediate takeaways, like what hit you? What hit you first about it?
They are really undervaluing our community if that's the first person that they want to talk to that's representing our community. Period. She is not qualified to be talking about politics on behalf of the Black community. It's a whole line of people that can talk before her.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I agree with that.
She got all the followers in the world. I applaud that. I applaud her, for her career. I don't have nothing against nothing that she does like that in that respect. But when we're talking about politics and policy, that is not who I want to hear. Being engaged in the conversation that's talking about policy.
Now, but all right, so now you'll take that side. So I'll take the opposing side. I'll go and defend it. Now that I've seen more of it than I saw, on social media, she has some excellent talking points. Right? You could tell that they were prepared. Probably, a combination of somebody else and her collaborating on, which I'm fine with. But to the point where he said if the 18 to 23-year-olds had voted in the last election, it would have went differently. That's him letting you know that that's who he's going after by sitting down with her. And I think that's important.
Okay. That's cool. Because I understand that, right? Now, when we were 18 to 23,
okay,
I did not want to hear what I didn't care who Uncle Luke was voting for. I did not care who Ice Cube was voting for. I didn't care. None of that mattered to me. Right?
Yeah.
Who I was listening to did not matter to me. You know what I mean? I took my cue from, my parents and grandparents and people in my community. So, I voted in every election since my 18th birthday.
Okay.
I've done so with my family. Whether that's my grandfather, my grandmother, my mother, my father. I think we voted together once, but it's always been a family affair. So, and we had discussions about what was going on at the time. So, it wasn't because of this. I think we're allowing this social media, we're giving more validity, to people with followers and not understanding why those people follow those people. You don't follow Cardi B for her political
insight.
Yeah. I'm going for the WAP.
But at the same time, though, you're going for the WAP. Yeah, so is Biden. but even still, though, and you making valid points. However, these people with a lot of followers are influencers by definition. So if they are influencers, that means they have a certain amount of influence. And this is just another way of we just have to deal with the fact that social media is how a large amount of people, one, get their information, two, pick on people, three, portray themselves in a life that they aren't living. Like it's a world, it's a real world. So he would be a fool not to tap into it and take advantage of it. So the 18 to 23-year-old right now thinks that they are informed about everything. You don't need to tell them shit. So if their favorite person that they look at is like, I'm a Biden fan, then that's an easy 2-piece right there. Like it's fishing with no bait on the hook. Because if you following her and she says Biden Harris, then you're not even going to really think too much beyond that and be like, well, I'm Biden Harris too. Think of the Beehive. Anything she say do, they do it. Rihanna Navy. Anything she do, they do it, and you can't say nothing bad about their person. So it's kind of the same thing.
No, not at all.
Okay, let me hear.
Not at all. Here's the thing: if Biden decides to really stand on his square about policy and about the things that he wants to do, he then can become an influencer too. All you have to do is appeal to, what's needed. So it's like, why would I want to sit there and have a conversation with Cardi about, okay, Cardi is speaking for where we sit in the chair. It's just like me in a salon or a barber shop, and we tired of we saying all of this and all of that. All right.
Right.
Fine. His response was so ever clear and papered. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It
Like
don't sound like he will do nothing anyway.
Like
about what he just let talk.
Yeah. Like the conversation don't match. Those two personalities in the same conversation don't match. Yeah. I feel you on that.
He's looking at the screen like, why I gotta talk to this person again? Bernie Sanders told me this. He don't know. Come on.
Right.
So if he just go ahead and set up some real policy and say, okay, boom, all right, we're gonna get some reparations. All right, cool. I heard what you said. I vote for you. Once I get some, okay, boom, it's a universal college price or something like that.
Right.
Cool.
Right.
It's universal health care. All right, cool. Everybody can understand that.
Right.
But once he starts going down the road to talking to Cardi B, and then Trump on the line talking to Kid Rock, like the country is headed down the wrong. It's a slippery slope. If Cardi B is influencing public policy now, is that what?
Well, I mean, celebrities. That's what's happening. I mean, Kim Kardashian, as much as we may not like her, she went to the White House and got like 8 people out of jail, and legitimately forced them to take a look at cases that were just thrown away. So in some sense,
I applaud her for that.
In some sense, a lot of these celebrities are affecting policy. So if we know that, you saying slippery slope, if we know that, wouldn't it be better for us to take advantage of that and then start using celebrities to push the policy agenda that we working on behind the scenes? What do you think about that, at least?
Do we get to pick the celebrity?
Yeah, right.
I'd rather hear some policy from somebody that's more informed. Give me a Denzel Washington, or give me an Angela Bassett, or give me what's the singer that's going ham? Stephanie Mills.
Okay.
Okay. You follow Stephanie Mills on social media?
I don't. Tell me about it.
Oh, she woke. Oh, she wiggity woke.
Super woke. She wiggity woke. Unsleep. She is unsleep.
Yeah, unsleep for real. Stephanie Mills about that life.
Okay.
I love her. Okay. So, give me somebody that's more informed and I can rock with it. Cardi is young and she's speaking to the young demographic. I applaud her for even being active. You know what I'm saying? I get it. And it could be a thing where we telling our age, like, oh, we don't want to hear nothing from these youngins or whatever.
Right.
But, I mean, I think it's a bit irresponsible for us to look to celebrity to help develop public policy. We need public policy to come from community leaders in the community, from the ground up. It's supposed to be for the people, by the people.
Right.
So the people should be doing the job, not just following whatever the celebrities say.
Right. But celebrity culture is so strong, though. How do you work against that? Because we do have a lot of people, on the ground level, these movers and shakers, these people affecting policy, and they in turn, have love for or worship the same celebrities that everybody else do. So how do you fight that?
Well, okay, you use it. So prior to all of this influencing and whatnot, you would use a celebrity to spread your message to their followers.
Right.
So that way you're getting the actual message out. You say, okay, boom, what is the policy? When we looked at the general election,
okay,
I mean the primary, and what to do? Bloomberg spent all the money,
$500 million in like 60 days. Yeah,
in 60 days, and had it to spend.
Right.
Okay, so Biden take the same, not the same money, because I'm sure he don't got 500 million.
No.
To spend, but take your money, create your ad, express what type of policies, why you're the better candidate to vote for, and then get all the celebrities and whoever else we can endorse. You can say, okay, I'll endorse this person and use your influence like that. But he having a full-blown conversation first off with Cardi B.
Right. And that was my issue first. Like the more I watch it, I'm cool with it. I know what y'all trying to do. I know where that can work and where it can't, but not first. Like not first. Like you really just look past a lot of people that should have got higher consideration. Now I ain't even gonna say more deserving. Just higher consideration. Like you smart.
Roland Martin mad in the mud.
Yeah. Now wait a minute. Is Roland mad that Biden didn't sit down with him or Cardi B? Because Roland, he
a little bit of both.
Yeah. Yeah, because Roland.
Bit of both, but Biden would have been better served to sit down and have a real conversation with somebody like Roland, who has a platform with all of these people that are engaged in the political process that actually go out and vote.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't discount the Cardi generation, though. You can't really discount it because a lot of them was in the streets during the protest month.
Absolutely. Did they vote though?
That's a good point. You're making a good point.
Who's voting? They're on a different front. And they're fighting. That's a great fight, and they got all the youth and energy to go out and have their voices heard. And revolutionary change always starts with young people.
Absolutely.
Right. But we're talking about an election that is monumental. Okay, we already $3 trillion in debt.
Right.
With $3 trillion in debt. Okay? Your kids gonna be messed up behind this food spending habit. Okay? America's gonna have to start selling crack again to get out of this.
Keyword again. Again.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, don't allow yourself to be used as a pawn in the game. You know what I mean? If you want to get your influences up, just say, hey, Cardi, I need you to do a public service announcement. You're going to do this funny commercial. We're going to blast it everywhere, tell everybody to listen. But you want to talk policy? What's the sister in Georgia that I actually thought he should have picked as his VP? But
Stacey Abrams.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that could have been a first conversation.
But But to be honest, now let's play the the current society game. Would you have watched that?
Would I have watched that? Probably not.
Exactly. So that's why he did what he did. He had to do it. It's about views. I mean, even look at the DNC. You've been watching the DNC.
Yeah, I've been watching those.
Yeah, it's about views. Even now, I gotta applaud them for the creativity. Remixing, because the first night was a little boring, but last night with the nominations, with the viewer submissions from each state, I thought that was very clever. So it's like you gotta be cutting edge, you gotta be new and different, and it's gotta be innovative. So I think him sitting down with Cardi is innovation. Because you're not watching him with Stacey Abrams. Unfortunately you're not. And you're in the target demo. You might catch the replay, you know, somebody send it to you in your DM, you might make time for it later. But
all right, so okay.
Yeah.
So is he talking about? Okay, so his point in talking to Cardi B was talking about, from my understanding, where I said is him trying to reach out to the young black community.
I think so, 100%.
Okay. If that was in fact his goal, then what he could have done, or maybe it's still room and time for him to do so, is have some sort of town hall.
Okay.
To which Cardi B is a moderator.
There you go.
Right? And you have a panel of people, and you use her in that situation where she gets to get a little play, but you have some people that actually know what they're talking about. You know, they can talk about policy and business.
But this where I'm going, Ed. This where I'm going. I'm pressing you, man. You gonna take that away from her? You gonna discount her ability to talk about policy just because she make garbage music and she can't speak all the way? I think she's just as you know, as qualified as a T.I. And T.I. be on the town halls real big.
I agree. I like now. Don't get me wrong. I like the way her tongue don't fit in her mouth.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
I love that about her. Let's not get ahead of myself.
Right.
Right. I mean, you know, again, had he sat down with T.I. in that same situation, I still would be like, why in the fuck?
Yeah. Right. Like, why him first? Why T.I. and not Killer Mike? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Talk something to somebody that's going, you know, because I mean, she is engaged. She does have a platform. I applaud her for being active and doing the things that she's doing. But I think that I don't want us as a black community to allow ourselves to be downgraded, because ain't nobody talking to the Dixie. Oh, well, I don't know who the Dixie Chicks is in the younger demographic.
Right. I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not, you know, that's not what they're doing. They don't have to do all of that. We don't have to dumb us down like that. You know what I mean? And it's only being done for our community. Like, it takes Cardi B saying something for us to be actively engaged in politics.
Not really for us to be, but for us to be like, word. Well, she, you know, a lot of people, you know, look to celebrities as a way of, you know, seeing something in themselves or seeing themselves in somebody else. And you could be like, you know, especially when, you know, let's think about gossip and turmoil, right? So, in a dysfunctional household, like Real Housewives of this and Love and That, the TV shows, we watch those because we like to watch train wrecks and see people doing just as bad as we are, right? Misery loves company. So when you get somebody like this who's in the public eye, who've had some missteps, who is a work in progress, you know, to the Joe Q fan, that's like, oh man, I can lift her up because she's just like me. She's human. So in some sense, taking advantage of that or using that to your benefit, I think is a fair move for somebody that's on that level. And it just looks different. We're not used to it. That's the big thing. We're just not used to it. So it looks different. It looks weird to us. You know, I think as long as she stays on code and don't go against, you know, those main points that we're all trying to get. And if she's out in front like that in her lane and with her fan base, she continues to press him out and hold him accountable and all that, I'm good with it.
Okay. I give you that.
I'm good with it.
I don't have a problem with that. I give you that. But I just want us as black people to not
go for the okie doke.
Man,
yeah, like if he get in and give her a cabinet position, then I'm be like, what is this bullshit? Then I'm be like, hey man, knock it off, knock it off.
Amarosa got a cabinet.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but again, he was the smartest person that he ever hired in sight.
Wow. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, true story. True story. And that's another thing that I want to talk about, how soft the I feel like the Democrats, we all talk about that go low, and when they go low, we go high and all that, and don't stoop to your opponent's level and good sportsmanship and all that. I think that's out the window, man. I feel like the Democratic Party, whoever's doing the marketing, who's ever doing the strategy, they need to get their elbows a little more dirty and start throwing shots and get real and bail Ghislaine Maxwell out of jail and leak paperwork. Go holler at Julian Assange and get some WikiLeaks documents floating. They need to get dirty, man. They too nice.
Yeah. Give me a PSA with 45 reaction to Dylan Roof's antics going in that black church. Give me there are fine people on both sides. Give me the response to Flint. Give me the response to Puerto Rico. Give me everything that he did that just made our stomachs sick.
In one commercial. In one commercial.
You know, one joke. That's just gonna be like, and he did this. And then he did this.
Yeah.
And then he turned around and did this. And then he did this. And then he did this. You gonna vote for it? You gonna vote for that?
You gonna vote for that? That's the tagline. You gonna vote for this, nigga?
You gonna vote for that?
You gonna, yeah.
George Washington bad in the mug right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, Shorty.
Yeah. For real, I need to know, like, where the kids at, man? Where these kids at, man? You know the kids that was in the detention camps?
Oh, man.
Man, we ain't heard no rap on that in about 8 months, man. Where the kids at, man? Like, for real.
Yeah.
It's all type. Put that in the commercial. It's all type of unanswered, man. You gonna vote for that? I'm about to put that shirt out. That's gonna be the shirt. You gonna vote for that?
Right. You gonna vote for that?
You gonna vote for that?
I'm on my
Oh, absolute. Absolute. You gonna vote for that? All right, man. As always, man, I appreciate you jumping on the show, man. Chopping it up. Where can they get the socks and your comedy album?
Please, everyone, I am trying my best to stay home. I know y'all need a good laugh. Please go to theeddiebryantshow.com, theeddiebryantshow.com. Buy the album. The album's only $10. The socks is $20. When you buy the socks, you get the album. So that makes the socks 10 and the album 10, and then boom.
All right. Now, are you still delivering? Because I know you was doing that doing that Mamazon. You was out there hand to hand.
I'm going to the mailbox every day.
Uh-huh.
I have no problem with doing that. You know, as long as the post office is still working, and I'm sending it out priority mail, so you would definitely get it. I'm not sending it out in standard mail because I tried to get a drop shipping situation, but there ain't no factories in America doing drop shipping for real. You got everybody outsourcing to China, and now we messed up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So so we can't afford to make we can't afford to. We need to build some factories. I don't know how we're gonna be able to pay for it. We can't. We can't pay like China pay.
Yeah, all that cheap labor. That's out of here.
Yeah. So
that's out of here.
But so boom. I'm just but I do have. What I did do was I have a black company that is manufacturing the sock.
Okay.
So everything is black owned from all the way around the board, except for the actual making of the sock, the printing and all of that is black owned. So
that's what's up. And the socks are gluten free. No animals were harmed in the making of them. And they're vegan and 420 friendly at the same time.
Vegan. It might be a bag of weed in the sock.
It might be a bag of weed in the sock. Appreciate you, Eddie, man. I'll holler at you.
Thanks, Lamont. I appreciate it, bro. Keep
up. Might be a bag of weed in the socks when you get it. Hilarity. There it is, man. But the factory, that's a good point, though. But, You know, they went away because they outsourced cheap labor. But think about this, though. They done reset the system. Like the economy is facing a hard reset with this crash and this coming depression. On the other side of that, they may be able to start, that in a new industrial age. Bring back factory work because we all going to be working for the cheap because it ain't going to be no real big money floating around, at least for the 97%ers. Is it black owned? Is the new who all over there? That's real. Is that John black owned though? Who run the jump? You know what I'm saying? All right. So this quick story right here. So you know what? I may save this story. I am going to save this story because I want to bring on Mr. Clarkson, our executive producer, who did quite a bit of extensive research today. So we may do this tomorrow. There is a Republican candidate, a black Republican candidate for the 7th district in, I think it's state Senate in Baltimore, Maryland. And she is a black female conservative running for the seat formerly held by Elijah Cummings, the late, great Elijah Cummings. And she going hard out here. Her last name is, I think it's Kim Classic. She's a classic, man. Oh, that's funny. What is her name? Hold on. I gotta make sure I get this right. Kimberly Classic. Hey, the Root is dirty, man. The Root got an article. That was my source for the article, but they write so tongue-in-cheek, depending on who it is. Michael Harriot wrote this article. This is what he says. This is what just caught me off guard because I was trying to pronounce her name. It says Republican candidate Kimberly, and it spells her name, and then in parentheses it says pronounced who gives a fuck. That's funny. Mike, you wow. So anyway, Classic, I guess. So I want to talk about her tomorrow. I'm going to get Mr. Clarkson on here tomorrow. We're going to talk about it because she's going hard at Democrats. And this is what I was talking about earlier about submissive Dems, like sub-Dems, and how the characteristics of the party in general, regardless of what side of the aisle you're on and where you stand on policy and issues and what you believe in, whether you're moderate, conservative, liberal, all that just shit doesn't matter. Two wings on the same bird. But I'm saying in this particular encounter, in this engagement, in this bit of warfare, your adversary is fighting dirty. I understand sportsmanship. I understand class, honor, civility, history, heritage, legacy. I understand all that shit. But your opponent is fighting dirty and has an army. You got to at least meet that. I ain't trying to say, I don't know how successful it would be to out dirty. I mean, the country is already falling apart. It's going to shit anyway. But at least you got to meet them halfway. All this nicey nice shit, it's not going to work. It's more unnice than nice. That's just my opinion. So this young lady, black lady from Baltimore, and it's an interesting story. Yeah, I'm gonna save it for tomorrow. We're gonna talk about her tomorrow. Very interesting. But I want to get your take on the things she says about Democrats and the things she says about Democratic cities, because she can back it up with some numbers, but it's very subjective. So we're gonna talk about that tomorrow, man. All right, because I wish it was more time. I wish we had more time. I wish. What movie is that? Man on Fire, Denzel Washington. Is it, what do you wish for? I'll grant your wishes. I wish you had more time. That's my Denzel. All right, so right about now, man, we come to the end of the show. We always like to leave on a lesson and like to hear a word from an elder in a segment that we call Hi, Dad. Enjoy.
Happy every day, brothers and sisters. This is Alpha Papa with today's reflection. I am not a doctor, but I have a question for a doctor. Is this anxiety and fear that we feel during this pandemic related to PTSD? Post-traumatic stress disorder is the full name for this ailment. Other names that may be associated with PTSD are shell shock, punch drunk, anxiety, stress, fear, cabin fever, and other ailments can be the result of the quarantine. Who knows? I don't. I believe that the fear and anxiety associated with COVID-19 virus has a lot to do with many of the deaths that occurred in the U.S. so far. No information is just as bad as misinformation. Seek help. Contact your doctor. When I came back from the war in 1967, I had no idea what PTSD was, and I was never informed that I could receive needed help from the VA. It took me 2 to 3 years to fully adjust to a civilian life. Family, friends, teachers guided me through this phase of my life. In my 7th decade of life, I realized that I probably had PTSD back in the day. I wish I had a doctor's care back then. Write things down that are not normal. Share your thoughts with your family. These are not normal times. Peace and blessings to all. Alpha Papa.
All right, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. To all my new viewers who joined us today, I want to say salute. Appreciate y'all for checking in. So here's the show in a nutshell. In case you didn't know, it's trending topics, celebrity interviews, hilarious commentary, and interesting people. So we tried to get all of that in today. So we grab every day, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. to 7 East Coast time. We do it live. Check the replays for the clips on YouTube. Full episodes and bonus material can be found in my Patreon only, patreon.com/Mr. Lamont King. Appreciate y'all. Hopefully we'll see y'all tomorrow. And we ran out of time for Rolling. I appreciate you for waiting. We'll try to get you on tomorrow, man. Everybody else, be safe. Holla at you.
Man, I'm just working, man.
I know what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P. A lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious. I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.